Okay, you guys, I'm here to make my vlog. A lot of people wanted me to do a vlog about what happened to my child's father, um, when it happened, how it happened, and etc. So on this vlog, I'm just gonna give a brief story on what happened. For the ones that don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you guys. So, when I was 19, I have found out that I was pregnant, and I was 4 weeks pregnant at that. So the very exact day, I'm gonna go back to the very exact day that I found out that I was pregnant and what happened after I found out I was pregnant. So the day I found out I was pregnant, it was around 12:30, 12:35, along those guidelines. Um, as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I called the dad immediately. I called my son's father immediately. I let him know, and we hung up the phone after I had let him know that I was pregnant. We texted all day after that, and in the text message, he had let me know to come over around 7:15, 7:30 after I got off work so we could both discuss it, because I was not happy. I was still young. I didn't know what to do with a kid. I didn't want him, to be honest. To be clear, I did not want a kid at 20. Like, I was just way too young, just inexperienced about life, period, and children. Like, I didn't know what I was doing with a kid. So around 4:30, 4:30, he just completely stopped texting me. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just see him tonight. Who cares? 7:15 came, 7:30 came. I had been texting him, calling him, letting him know I was coming. Do not forget, be at the house. I'll be there. There was nothing, like nothing. So that whole night, I went wondering, like, okay, did he go ghost on me? Like, what's going on? Maybe he was just a little caught off guard, surprised. He needed some time to think it through and let it sink in. Honey, the next day came. I didn't hear nothing from him. Nothing from him. So I'm like, okay, he got me messed up. Like, now I'm ready to pull up, because I just told you that I was coming. As a matter of fact, you told me that you wanted me to be there by 7:15, 7:30. Anyway, so I went out to eat with my friend, and me and her was just like, this is weird, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. She was like, do you have a family member's number? And I'm like, you know what? He just called me from his sister's number maybe like a week ago, and he had texted me from her number for whatever reason. I don't know. But anyways, I had called her. She didn't answer. So I texted her, hey, this is Jamila. Hey, this is Jamila. I'm pregnant by your brother. When you hear from him, tell him to call me. So she calls right when I sent that text, and I had my friend answer the phone, and my friend goes, hello, and she says whatever she says, and I heard my friend say, is he okay? What hospital is he at? So I was like, what's going on? Like, that's scary to hear some stuff like that, and you not on the phone, so you already, wondering. So my heart is pounding just saying this, like just reliving it. And so my friend dropped the phone and was like, it's hard to talk about. I'm not crying because, I'm sad for myself, but it gets me emotional to think about my son having to grow up and to not know his biological father. So excuse me, I'm not trying to draw attention to myself. I'm just doing this to help other mothers and fathers that have been through this, that have to live this pain of having to explain to their kids that your father or your mother was, shot or got killed due to gun violence. Like, when I think about explaining that to my son, it's hard. And as I explain this story, I have to relive the pain that I had to feel at that moment, thinking that my son is going to be here on this earth with just one parent. And yes, I have my daughter's, father that my son can look up to. But at the time, I didn't. It was just me. And then when my son came, it was just going to be him and me. And my son wasn't going to have a dad. But anyways, okay, let me get myself together. She dropped the phone. And she hung up the phone and she told me he got shot and he died. At that moment, what I was feeling was undescribable. Like, at the time, I'm only 19. I have never been, I've never known anybody to die, especially that was close to me. That was unheard of, in my family. But for me to be pregnant with this man's child and someone killed him, that was just something that I cannot describe how it feels. No one ever wants to feel like that. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible feeling. You feel like I don't even know how I felt. I just was in a dark spot. Like, I was in a dark, dark, dark place. To find out that I'm 4 weeks pregnant, and that same day that he stopped responding to me was that same exact moment that he took his last breath. That is traumatizing for me at being 19 and having to hear some stuff like that. That's traumatizing for a 19-year-old to be pregnant, 4 weeks pregnant, and to hear that the child's father has, died due to someone else's hands. And so, I just felt, I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know how I felt. And I decided to keep Kaden, just for my sanity and for me to be able to overcome, all those feelings that I felt, of losing his dad. So I decided to keep Kaden. And when I kept Kaden, it made me very, very happy. It made me very, very happy. Because Kaden filled that void of losing someone. Okay, I'm back. Like I was saying again, I'm sorry that I started crying and stuff. It's just a raw subject. Like, this is real life stuff, real feelings. So I can't help but to pour out my emotions, because this is something that I don't talk about all the time. So me talking about it's kind of, it's bringing back old emotions, and it's kind of therapeutic as well. But yeah, I'm not looking for attention. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just simply here to help other mothers and fathers that are going through the same thing that I went through. Like, I've been there. Like, I have a rare story. Like I said, finding out you're pregnant the same day, and then the father, gets killed. That's rare. You don't see that a lot. But so I'm gonna go ahead and just end this video. I'll be back with my next vlog probably in the next couple of days, and then I'll just go and talk about the pregnancy and then so forth. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was really short. That's probably really good that it was short, but yeah, thank you for taking your time to listen.